Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Dr. Debashis Mitra, Vice President, Mr. Aniket Talati, outgoing President of the International Federation of Accountants, Mr. Alan Johnson, incoming President, Ms. Asma Resmuki, members of the ICAI and IFSC, and my dear friends. I am deeply honored to have been invited to speak at the 21st World Congress of Accountants. The choice of India for the first time in the 118-year history of this event is a recognition of India's inevitable journey towards becoming an economic superpower. It reflects the rising tide of confidence of 1.4 billion Indians. It reflects the wind in the sails of the world's fastest growing economy. There could be no better manifestations of the scale of India's thinking than this magnificent Geo Convention Center showcasing this event. We all recognize that we are gathered here at a time of uncertainty. The intersections of the COVID pandemic, the war between Russia and Ukraine, the challenge posed by changing climate, the surging energy prices, and unprecedented accelerations in inflation have created a crisis for a global leadership. The contours of our international relations have fundamentally changed, and the aftertaste of globalization is not as flat as had been predicted. The fact is that several of our assumptions have been challenged, that the EU would stay together, that Russia would be forced to accept a reduced international role, that China should adopt Western democratic principles, that secular principles are universal in nature, and that a pandemic breakout would mean developed countries stepping in to help the developing world. Unfortunately, every single one of these beliefs has faltered. This multi-level crisis has shattered the myth of unipolar or a bipolar world of superpowers that could step in and stabilize global environments. Let us take an example. Yesterday in Egypt, the curtains came down on COP27. In 1992, when the world had come together to sign the international treaty on a climate change, the principle was stated as to enable economic development to proceed in a sustainable manner. However, the contributions expected from the developed nations have failed to come about. And the struggle to balance equitable growth with a limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius has fallen far short of expectations. This is just one example of stepping into a world where every nation makes its own decisions, and it will be increasingly hard to manage by economic might and command and control structures. Therefore, in my view, in this emerging multipolar world, superpowers will need to be those that take a responsibility to step in and help others in a crisis and not bully other nations into submissions.